Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happy watching this Risco in Tokyo, coming at you with some more, me. So, not really some more me, we don't do this very often, but, you know, it's the 25th, well, it'll be the 25th when you see this, not when I'm recording it, because it's not actually, if I tried to record this on the 25th, I'd be doing it right before work, and that wouldn't work, is the thing. It wouldn't work, there would be no natural lighting, and it would just be, like, a whole kind of problem, but I figured, you know, like, so we did the last one of these 4 years ago, and, you know, I was like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm pretty sure I'm trans, and so I figured, like, as an update, oh, hey, by the way, I'm definitely still fucking trans, so, you know, there's that hasn't changed. Has anything changed? I don't know. My legal status is supposedly changed, maybe, I don't, like, not really sure how the timing on that works, like, I don't know, they got their paperwork in, I ain't got it back, but, like, you know, do they just, like, toggle a switch? Are they gonna email me, be like, we think you're a girl now, so, I don't, you know, I guess that's different, kind of, maybe, perhaps, I just kind of wanted to do a thing. I didn't buy the camera for the thing, I bought the camera because I wanted to put some kanji in the level that I'm making, and I needed the camera so I could use the lollipop, which I also bought, but not the nunchuck, couldn't find that. And, you know, like, just to let you see that I do exist, this is who I am, this is what I look like, this is not, like, I don't hide really anything, but, like, I don't put my face up on the screen usually because it fucks with the, I ain't got the best internet, so, like, it always slows shit down, and then I'd have to shave before streams, and, like, you know, fuck all that, so, but, you know, like, just to let you see that, you know, I'm here, mostly well, I guess, stable, like, well is sometimes pushing it. Some days are good, some days are really good, like, I don't wanna give the wrong impression on either side of the fence, like, you know, some days I'm really happy, and I'm happy when I stream. I know that sounds like the thing that streamers say, but, like, I really am. It's been a big part of my mental health, so, like, there's that. Like, when y'all see me in a good mood, it's like, I'm really in a good mood, but, you know, there's times when it's not so much, and, you know, they pile up sometimes, and I know I get folks worried, and I don't, you know, mean to do that. I don't want folks to worry about me. That's kind of the, you know, it's like the catch-22 of being in decent relationships, is like, folks are gonna worry about you. Folks are, like, you're important to them, and they're gonna care, and, you know, your life is not always gonna be stable, it's not always gonna be steady, you're gonna have hard times, and folks are gonna worry about that, and it's like, that's really cool, because they care, and it means a lot to have people that care, but also, like, you kinda don't want them to care. I mean, you want them to care, but you don't want them to worry, so, like, then you're just like, do I tell people what's going on, and how open am I supposed to be, and, like, cause I don't want to put this undue stress on them, and, you know, like, it'd be easier just to be a bastard, but it's, you know, like, that sucks, honestly, you know, fuck that noise, fuck that, rewind that, take that back, cause it would suck. I mean, I suppose bastards don't think that their lives suck, and maybe from internally, like, they're just sitting pretty, but, like, I think that would fucking suck. I think that'd be fucking awful. My head keeps on getting cut off the top here, and I don't fucking care. I had to screw around with this freaking camera to get it to do the thing that it needed to do for so long. I want to show you Sydney, because I got Sydney here. That was the other reason I wanted to do one of these, is because, like, y'all ain't never seen. I mean, you've seen pictures, but, like, have you ever seen just the joy, the beauty of Sydney? Look at her. She's amazing. She's, wow, the blood really comes through, really strongly there. Hey, is that squirrel blood? Yeah, okay, so, like, that was the whole thing. I don't want you to have the impression that, like, I'm so fantastically mentally ill that I thought that feeding my pet skeleton rat blood would somehow improve my life, because that wasn't the case. It was the other direction. It was more like I had all this blood lying around, and, you know, why would I let it go to waste? I mean, you have to admit, it's very on brand. It's very me. I hate the phrase on brand. I, like, super duper do, but, like, at the end of the day, it's like, Yeah, like, that is a thing that Risco would do. That's a thing I did. Poor Sydney. Compressed air, though. Let me tell you, I was worried about how to keep this rat clean. Compressed air is the thing. So, yeah, that's life. I didn't really, like, I didn't super have a plan for, like, what I was going to talk to y'all about. Just, like, kind of letting you know that I exist. There's coffee in this, by the way. I'm drinking coffee on camera. Fuck that. Like, put sand in my cup. Fuck that noise. That would be goofy. You probably just heard the weird burping sound of coffee going in my mouth, which is why they put sand in cups. But, you know, I'm not like that. I'm very, I would say, like, Dogma 95, except that's like Lars von Trier, and fuck that dude. But, you know, natural lighting, diegetic sound, which is not going to be the case because the music is going to be put in post. But, the sound that you could imagine is diegetic because it's coming from my laptop. So the thing, I don't know. Look, it's the 4-year anniversary, right? It's the 4-year anniversary. So, like, you know, do the thing. Talk to people. Let them know that you're okay. Let them know that you're. Why would I need to let you know that I'm still trans? Like, that's like we'd start and end every fucking episode with that. But still am. That's cool. It's Pride Month, kind of, sort of, but not actually, because Japan doesn't do Pride Month in June. There's a Tokyo Pride March in April. I don't know. Like, I don't know where, like, the queer situation is in Japan. It's like, it's really weird. We just passed another one of those laws that says stuff but does nothing. The Japanese government's, like, really good at that. Like, super good at that. It's silly. They're like, you know, you can't be unfairly discriminated against, which implies that you can be fairly discriminated against. That was wording that was added to the law by the LDP, of course, because that's what they do. The law's got no teeth, though, so, like, even if they hadn't changed that wording, it's like not gonna be able to bring a suit against anybody, so it's not really gonna help anybody. We still don't have we still don't have the marriage for the gays or the lesbians, the bisexuals, the pansexuals. I guess the aces can get married if it's straight married. Like, if you're an ace, but you're like okay with somebody of the opposite gender, you know, because like the ace is like a whole kind of big thing, I know, and I feel different ways about it, even though I am myself ace. I feel ways about it all the time. But like, because I'm a dyke, but I'm also ace. Like, I feel like if I wanted to be in a relationship, which I really don't, but if I did, I would be attracted to women. Like, I do find women attractive. So, but anyways, the point of the matter is, I guess aces can get married. You know, if they fall under the rubric of they might be attracted to somebody, and that somebody is of the opposite sex. But the point of the matter is here that we still don't have queer marriage. Still don't have gay marriage. We got, like, some court cases that are bandying it about, and some say that it's constitutional to just straight up not have gay marriage, and then there's some that are like, well, it's unconstitutional not to have marriage-like institutions, but it's okay for it to not be strictly marriage. I think there's maybe been a court case that said, like, just straight up, you have to have gay marriage. Gay marriage is constitutionally protected, but none of it's gone to the Tokyo High Court. So, you know, it's like it's none of it's gone to the Supreme Court, I guess. I don't know if the High Court is the Supreme Court. I get my terms, like, mixed up. I don't speak legal is the thing, and I only barely speak Japanese. So, like, you know, but right, there's that. So it's hard to say, like, this is Pride. I mean, I don't, like, it's not, even in April, like, I don't see any Pride stuff, really. I know about the Pride March, because I'm queer, and I didn't go, because the last time I went, there was a gay dude there who was protesting for gay marriage, and the organizers of the Pride March called the cops on him, which is like, that's a whole thing. I don't feel like we're 100% down with the meaning of pride in that case. So, you know, but, like, you know, communities and spaces, and they do exist, like, spatially. They exist, like, in a place among people, which is not a thing that I do. I'm not a people person in the best of times, and folks, like, we still got the plague. The the plague has not gone anywhere, so it's like I'd love to rock up to a queer-friendly bar and order my orange juice and kind of like osmotically work my way into the community and figure out like what's going on and how things are, but I ain't doing that shit. I spent more than enough time in Japanese bars, and they're tiny. They're tiny, and like the people with the masks off, not fucking happening. So I guess that just means that I'm not a part of that space. That's life, but it does mean that I have no fucking idea what's going on half the time. Mostly all the time. My one friend, the one good reason for coming to Tokyo, like one good thing has happened to me in Tokyo. I've met an incredibly cool person. They are like super duper cool. I'm so immeasurably, my life is so much better to have them in it. No lies. That's the one thing, but they are kind of like very much in tune with what's going on because they have enough social attention to actually pay attention to things. They've got the spoons for that, but also the language skills. And I get this message from them, and it's like, gosh, it must be really hard to keep your spirits up with all the news that's going on. And I'm like, holy shit, what's happened? What happened now? The last thing I heard about was that silly ass law that got passed that didn't do anything. So maybe it's sometimes better to exist in this bubble of isolation that I exist in and have no idea what's going on. But like that's totally not the case, because it really fucks with your brain, let me tell you. I don't know, where are we going, folks? Where are we going with any of this? Like, what is the point? You can show like my wonderful tattoo. That at least I could show you that. You get to see that. I don't think the scars come up very well. No. PlayStation camera is like doing a thing for me, I suppose, where it's not gonna let you know I fucked myself up. Thank you, PlayStation camera. You're a pip. Well, you're not a pip. You're putting a pip in. See, the thing is that these used to be called picture-in-picture. Is what these used to be called. Even though it's going to be full screen, it would be the picture-in-the-picture, which is a pip. But nobody fucking says that anymore. Nobody says pip. This is what happens when you grow up. I want you to know, the young kids out there, kids, this will fucking be you. This will be you. You'll be talking about making your videos, and you'll talk about B-roll, and nobody's gonna know what the fuck you're talking about. Nothing. No idea. The B-roll, what is that? What's a roll? Because B-roll comes from film footage, and nobody does rolls of films anymore. Where am I going with this? What am I fucking doing here? Why am I talking to you? I mean, because I love you and it's kind of fun. But at the same time, are we conveying, is this like laden with freight? Is this an informational bearing message? I don't know. So I'm going to wrap things up. Folks, what I want you to know, the takeaway I want you to know from this is that I'm still trans. That's not the takeaway that I want you to know from this, because if you didn't know that, if you needed this video for that, then you haven't been sticking around long enough. The takeaway from all of this is that life is fucking hard, but I know I got folks that love me. I know I got folks that care about me and who want me to be doing well, and that makes it a lot easier. It's a fight, it's a struggle, but I ain't dead yet. And I'm really not interested in being dead. Like, I think that's an important point to put out there, because I do know that might be a thing that people would reasonably worry about. But I'm not. I want to be here. I want to be around. There's times when I don't. Like, I can't lie that there are times where it's really fucking hard. And I would rather not, but you got to just push through those times. You got to defer that decision for about, like 10 minutes, something like that. And then usually your brain meats will get distracted enough to be like, okay, I don't know why I was so fucked up back there 15 minutes ago, but I'm okay for like a couple days now, And I am. Okay. That's the takeaway. is that I'm still here. I still love doing the stuff that I do with you. Meat space, maybe not so much, but this stuff, love this. This is great. And I'm gonna be here as long as I can. Now, the last 4 years ago, when we had this conversation the last time, and I didn't have no hair. Are you seeing this shit? Are you seeing this shit? I should take it out, but I'm not gonna. But I should take it out so you could see what a mess this is. So this is the declaration then. If 4 years ago I had no hair and now I look like this, fabulous. Now right now I ain't got no tits. I'll see you in 4 years.